Welcome inside the Cougars Den. I'm Jerry Milani. I'm here with Diego Hernandez, the star linebacker, defensive player of the Caldwell Sprint football team. Welcome into the program.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So, when you were playing at Union High School, did you even know there was such a thing as sprint football?
I did not. Never heard of it, but being a high school player, a football player, you do anything to just see football after high school. It's a blessing to play the game alone, but to see football after high school, it's a blessing. It's a privilege. So any door that were open, I was willing to take. And once this door opened, I just went right along with it. I trusted it, and I'm very grateful that I'm here.
The thing that strikes me the most about sprint football is it's football. It looks like football. It feels like football. It's all the same rules. It's the same thing.
Right.
Has there been any adjustment for you between playing high school and college?
One major difference that I noticed coming from high school to college football is the speed and the length of the quarters. You feel the game longer, and the speed of it is very, very fast. But other than that, yeah, like you said, it's football, and it still feels the same. And the only major difference I would say is probably the speed of it.
And obviously, you're one of the top players on the team, one of the all-league selections last year. But you were part of a brand-new entity last year. There was no football at Caldwell before that. How was that being part of something from the ground up?
It's history, and it's amazing to be a part of. Coming in, not knowing any of your teammates, not knowing who your coach is, you build a relationship from day one. So moving forward from moving day to how our season prolonged last year, every day was just coming together as a team, and you learn something new about your teammates, about your team, about the league, everything each day. You're always learning something new.
And now you're in your second year, and the program has a new coach, but a lot of the guys are back from last year. What's this year been like as compared to your freshman year?
Coming in as a sophomore, the freshmen look up to you, and right away, right off the bat, I noticed that unity on this team, the love that was there, the energy was just so positive, so strong. All the freshmen, they're all coachable. They're all team players. You just feel the love, and you could definitely feel the difference between year one and year two. It's awesome.
Well, that's something in sprint football. It's since your quarterback and your lineman and your linebacker and your kicker are basically the same size. Guys have to be willing. Now, did you think that you were going to settle in at where you are on the field?
Coming in, again, like as a freshman, the next goal is wanting to play. So adjusting and adapting, that's all that you can do. And I was willing to play anywhere I wanted to play. And in high school, I played corner. And as I came into here, I played corner. But by week 2, another door opened to where I'd see more playing time at linebacker. And I'm happy I went with what the coach wanted me to do. And it turns out that I've had one of the best seasons I've ever had with my football career. And I love the spot that I'm in now.
And continuing that on this year, one of the leading players on the team, 5 tackles against St. Thomas. Coming up this weekend is Post University, and it was the scene. It's going to be back in the same location of the first victory in the program history last year, 3rd game of the season. Does that give the team a special confidence going into this game?
Of course, because you remember how it feels to have that first win, and you always want to win, but that very first win, we know how that felt, and we know what we have to do to get to that point, to that feeling again. So going into this game this year, we're very confident. At the same time, we know what we have to do to walk out with a W this Saturday.
It's 2 games so far this year. Team's been very competitive, easily could have won either or both games. Is there a more confidence even gained by that these scores have been close?
That's what we noticed from week 1. Like, the game didn't end out how we wanted to, but the lessons and what we took out of that really was powerful. We noticed that we're a team who can compete with everybody in this league, and we found out something in ourselves that we didn't really see had we not lost that game, because our competitiveness, our hearts, we were all there, everything was working out. And we just know, like, working hard, everything's going to pay off.
You're an accounting major here
Right.
at Caldwell. It's a challenging major. But what are your kind of future plans? I know you got a couple years still to go here after this one, but what are your goals?
Oh, right now I just started. I'm in my first semester as a sophomore. I'm doing accounting 1. I enjoy it for the most part. Anytime I don't understand something, I always ask for help. And my uncle, he's an accountant, and so I listen to him when he talks to me, and today networking and connections is very important. So when it's time to do interning, I know I can go to him, and I just feel if I do what I have to do, this is a field that I want to be in, and it'll work out.
Diego Hernandez, a man with a plan. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate
Star
it.
on the Sprint football team, and thank you for joining us here inside the Cougars' den.